Welcome, everyone, to another edition of The Future, our look at our top 2025s in New Jersey. And we are rolling through North Jersey today. A little later on, Matthew Diskin, the outstanding sophomore at Governor Livingston, will talk to us. But before that, if you heard our show with J-Mac a couple weeks ago, you know he loves Marcelo Harsch, the outstanding rising sophomore at Seton Hall Prep, recent commit to Wake Forest. Marcelo joins us today for a chance to get to meet this outstanding 2025. Thanks for coming on, Marcelo, and congrats on an awesome summer.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start with the commit to Wake Forest. You know, a little earlier in the summer, Coach Corey Muscara, the pitching coach there, one of our favorite guests that we've had on. Certainly a great staff there as well, great program. What got you excited? How did that go with Wake Forest? What was it like meeting Coach Muscara and checking out the campus?
So it kind of started off, Wake Forest was my second interest, and they wanted to get me down for a camp 3 weeks ago. I stepped in campus and I fell in love with the place. Coach Moose, you know, he can be hard. He can be hard sometimes, but you know, tough love. It's what gets you through it.
Yeah, it's right. You know, it's coming from the right place. You know, it's honest, and he can make a difference. And you saw the pitching lab they got down there too, right? It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's insane what they have there, what they have access to there. I never got to pitch on it. I would love to be able to do that, but he walked me through everything. Looks great.
Yep. Now, you know, when you hear it like J-Mac, you hear all the perfect game love, the, you know, being number one rank in the perfect game rankings for the class of 2025 and all the great stuff, you know, from over the summer. How does that make you feel? What were the big keys to making the jump? And what do we know we got to work on still to make sure we maintain that?
You know, I have a lot to work on. It's never finished. I really want to get my fastball some movement on it. You know, sometimes velo just isn't enough. Got to get that secondary pitch down too. Big things for me in the off season to work on.
Yep. Now you work a lot at Total Arm Care. It looks. I see the video clips every once in a while that Tom posts up there. Obviously, great place. You know, physical conditioning obviously was a big thing for you too. Certainly got the weight up a little bit, but we got some more to go. Where are we gonna be doing that?
LA Fitness. It's a gym. You know what I mean? I'm getting up at 5:30 every day before school to go with my brother and his friends. Go about for an hour before school. It's really close to Seton Hall Prep, so 5-minute drive.
Get it all done before school starts, right?
Right.
So you were saying when you got into ninth grade, you were 113 pounds, right?
That's right.
You know, so obviously you were never really thought of gaining weight, I guess, but always probably, you know, hey, I'm tall and skinny, what can I do? Just for some of the guys out there who have that same issue, what made you realize that we got to grow a little bit, and how do you go about it?
The main thing for me, probably the biggest thing, was my older brother. He really created a path for me to be able to do that, because he started working out about a year before me. He introduced me to everything, and he kind of gave it to me straightforward. He said, Marcelo, you're really skinny. You're not going to throw hard like that. You got to put on some weight. So I started going to the gym with him. You have to eat a lot. That's a big thing for me. Sometimes I'm skipping meals. You can't do that. 4 meals a day at minimum.
Yep, and we can see what it's done, right? It's done, you know, wonders for you. What was your best experience over the summer?
Oh, my favorite experience, tough one. I had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Probably the WWBA with WADS, 16U. I love that. It was awesome. I love being down there with the team. You know, I hadn't met them before. I knew of them a little bit, but I just connected with the guys really good. They were all open to me, especially Jimmy Wads, great guy. None of this would be possible without him. So
Yep.
love
Now
the team.
you're in two great places for pitchers historically, obviously with Wads, with Jim, and also Seton Hall Prep. You look at some of the pitchers that they've had through the years and played for Coach Shep. What does it mean to you to be able to kind of have both of those, programs and experiences and mentors in your corner?
It's great. I'm very fortunate to have these opportunities. Jim Wads, I've been practicing with him for about 2 years now. It's only my second year at Seton Hall Prep. I like the place though. Like the kids there. Both places are great environments.
And we saw you swing the bat a little bit too, a little grand slam action over the weekend down at Diamond Nation. So we're not just the pitcher yet, right? We're not all in that PO lifestyle yet, right?
No, not yet. Hopefully, get to hit for the high school this year. We'll see how that goes though.
Secondary position right in the outfield if you're not pitching, if you're in the field, right?
Yeah, I'm mainly center field. I played all last year for the Seton Hall freshman team.
So you're the next Otani is what we're looking at.
Yeah, hopefully.
Is he your favorite player? And if not, who is your favorite player to watch in MLB?
I'd say Shohei is probably my second favorite. I love Francisco Lindor. He's the energy he brings to the field is just unmatched.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you can see how the effect that has on everybody. I mean, is that something you try to manage or do too the best you can? Just stay positive.
Yeah, of course. You always try to stay positive. You'll have your ups and downs. Mainly when I'm pitching though, I get pretty locked in. Sometimes if you're not doing that good, you don't want to talk to anybody, but you always got to cheer on your team.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Now, any game day routines, favorite, thing to do game day that you've got to do no matter what when it's a bump day? I mean, obviously, every day is a game day, but when you're on the mound, is there anything that we got to do every day?
Of course, you got to eat good, number one, before you pitch. Put on your lucky pants. I have lucky pants. Not a lot of people know that about me, but you got to get those lucky pants on.
Absolutely.
Plyo balls, bands, throwing, all that before you get on the mound, just so you don't get injured. It's a big thing for me.
But the plyo balls, the arm care, the bands, all that, none of that matters as long as you got your lucky pants, right?
Of course.
Right. So that's good. Now we know the secret. Now we know how Marcelo shot up the rankings this summer. Make sure we got lucky pants down at Wake Forest in a few years. Best of luck to you this fall. As we get through the fall, keep growing, crush it, over the winter. And we can't wait to see what you do at Seton Hall Prep.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Marcelo Harsch, our guest this half of the future. When we come back after the break, Matthew Diskin, as we hit our 1-2 punch with the top of Perfect Games 2025 rankings. Here on this edition of The Future, our look at 2025s who've done some great things and certainly expect to do some great things over the next couple of years. Matthew Diskin, Governor Livingston High School, and Diamond Jacks, and all sorts of great things this summer, headed into a big fall year. Thanks for hopping on.
Anytime, of course.
Tell us about the summer. What are we looking at as we get into fall here?
I played on Team Georgia. It's out of Marietta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that was really great. I was out of state for 2 months. I read the suburbs of Atlanta. It was great. I love the experience. Competition was insane down there. It was just great experience.
and where did you get to play with them? What did you learn from all that? You know, obviously probably the longest extended time you've had away from home playing ball. So what
Oh yeah,
take from that?
I learned a lot of things. You know, I think what I learned from being down there for such a long time, that baseball, I feel like it's just a different game down there. All the kids, they're just raw. Like there's no bad teams. There's just all good teams. And played in all the big tournaments. So I met kids from all over, California, Oregon, all over.
Yeah, and it's always nice down there, it seems like, and you get to play year round. And I guess
It's great.
something that's got you excited as you're looking for schools, I'm sure.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Now back here for school and you know, training and everything this winter. What's our goals, you know, for the fall? What's our goals before next year and before the start of Governor Livingston baseball?
My goals for the fall, just to maintain healthy. I mean, being healthy is the most important thing, especially for a pitcher, just an all-around athlete. Yeah, I'm training with the Annex, and I'm working with the guys with Total Arm Care again. And yeah, it's fun. I love it. Love every single part of it. It's just great. Great guys.
Yeah, great atmospheres at both places, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yep. Now we get to high school and GL, and always a great program.
Yeah.
Got to have a goal of winning states, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, we were short of count. We were upset last year in counties and states. So
that's right.
We got a lot of young talent coming in, a lot of great freshmen, and yeah, my grade. Me and Anthony Denora, we should be good.
So I like that you're calling guys young talent, and you're in 10th grade now.
Yeah, Keith, man, we're gonna be good.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. Absolutely. What was it like? You know, the first time I had really heard about you kind of bursting on, you know, the scene and everything was popping a couple of high 80s, pushing 90 last winter at Total Arm Care going into the season. What was it like as a 9th grader getting your first varsity experience? How were the 11th and 12th grade guys with you? And, you know, how did that, you know, obviously somewhere down the road, a couple of years, you're going to be that old guy. What did you learn from playing, you know, in 9th grade on the varsity level?
GL, great place, man. As soon as in March, I felt like I was just in a family. Great kids. I mean, most of the seniors are now in college. A couple of them are playing in college, and it's just a family. Of course, Coach Roof, it's like my second dad. Like, it's all family here. You come to GL, you play baseball, you're going to be a part of a family.
Yep, and you're getting to play for one of the best in the state too, so it's got to be a great experience.
Yep, it's amazing. Love it.
We've seen that you like to swing it a little bit.
Yeah.
It might be said that you like that more than pitching, just getting up there and taking those big hacks. And you know, is that, you know, at some point you're probably going to have to give that up, but you know, you want to take that all you can, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I love hitting. I mean, it's great. Nothing's better than squaring up a baseball, especially with a wood bat. But I don't know, something about pitching, man. It's just the chills that you get from it. And especially when you strike the side out, for example, nothing's better than that. I'd much rather strike the side out than hit a bomb. 100%.
Okay. So if I was going to ask you, would you rather, you know, strike out 10 and throw a shutout, or hit a 400-foot bomb? You're going to say you'd rather strike out the 10
every single time. Yep.
or both. You're going to be greedy and want to do both, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So you're kind of, I want to say, shutting it down for the fall and winter as far as active pitching, right?
So I'm actually playing tournament in Fort Myers with artillery.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a couple more, like maybe one more camp in the fall, and then shut down for like maybe like November, December, and then I'm gonna go to ramp it back up, and then go to another camp. I don't know the schools yet because like timing and everything. And then the high school season.
So ideally, if everything works out, you're going to probably want to figure out most of where you want to go before the high school year, probably.
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea where I want to go. Yeah, but my options are open to everything. Of course, I don't feel like there's a rush to commit right now.
Right. Well, sure, because it's you can't really sign anything for a while, right?
Yeah, and of course, it's cool putting a cool edit out there, but I need to make sure that place that I'll be balling at for a couple of years that I'll really love.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You feel like sometimes that guys get, because you see it with other guys, get maybe stressed more than they should early, like in 9th and 10th grade when they see other guys committing early, and really you should be taking the time to make sure it's the right fit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've had plenty of talks with Coach Roof about coming in here. He's just like, you got to make sure you really love it. And you got to see all your options, because as soon as you sign away that your letter, you can't change it.
It gets real fast, right?
Oh yeah, it does.
You're obviously a fan of college baseball, right?
Yep.
So you watch the College World Series, you watch these big conferences. Do you think about like 3 years from now that's going to be me, or is it still we're just worried about what's right in front of us?
Oh, no doubt. I'll be there. 100%. I'll be there.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate the time, Matt. Sounds like it's going to be a very busy fall for you, which is all good things, and get some nice warm weather down in Florida. That's
Yes, sir.
next month, right?
Yes, sir.
And we hope you go down and crush it, and figure out everything and get ready to compete for states in the spring.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it, Matt. We look forward to catching you live soon. And thanks for stopping on this episode.